Get your stones ready. Happy Sunday to you. I just left church and I was just thinking about some things. It's crazy how God works and speaks even to somebody like me. And we got some news at church today, and some things we thought was coming, and some things that kind of tears at your heart and rips at your heart. And some things that just that happened in this world. And so many things have happened over these past few days and past weeks and months and years. I talked about it in my video the other day. And it really got me to thinking about some scripture. And it's crazy because I'm not no Bible scholar by no means. I'm trying to memorize scripture and I can't even do that real good. Maybe that comes with getting a little bit older. Heck, I don't know. But I was reminded of this scripture today, and I was thinking about, I think it's in Matthew 8. I'm not sure, but it's talking about this person and Jesus was coming out and he was getting ready to do something great, right? And he was getting ready to teach these people and all this. And just hang with me. I'm going to try to make this short. But he was getting ready to teach these people and all this. And these Pharisees, these religious leaders, they came up and they was ruining it was just ruining a good moment. It was the devil, really, is what it was. But they were ruining a good moment. And they brought this person up that had messed up. This person, I won't even go into the details of what this person done. But this person had really messed up a lot. And they started to question Jesus and all this. And they brought this person in naked in front of everybody. That's the way that I read it. They brought this person in naked in front of everybody. And they brought this person in the middle. And they started talking about her sin. They started talking about this person's sin. It don't matter if it's a woman or a man or whatever. And they started talking about this person's sin and how they had screwed up and how they had messed up and all those different things. And it reminded me of us every day, the opportunity and the chance that we get to have. And what was happening was they was testing Jesus and it was getting ready to bash this woman. And every day we get the chance to be one of four people. One of four people. Right now, from this moment, the rest of your life, I don't care if you're 8 or 80, you get the opportunity to be one of four people. And today my question is not about what happened at church today, not about what happened this past week and all these riots and all this, or what's happened in all the past years of all this world falling apart. My question is, who are you going to be from this moment on? And you know what? I've been that person that has screwed up. If you knew my mind, if you knew the choices I had made, if you knew all the different bad things I've done in my life, you probably wouldn't even follow me on Facebook, because I have messed up. I've been that person that just felt naked and alone and stupid and beat down and felt like that I just couldn't get back up. So I've been that person before. But the thing that I want to ask you today is, are you going to be one of those Pharisees that comes up, and what they was going to do, and it's crazy for me to think about it, what they were going to do, they all had stones in their hand, and they were going to bash that person's head in. They were going to kill this person because of the sin that they had committed. They were just high and mighty, and they were ready to do that. And see, the other thing, that's one of the people. There's the person that was down and that was beaten down, that had made mistakes, that was broken and all those things. And then there was Jesus that was coming alongside of this person. And then there was the Pharisees that were ready to cast the stones and all this. And then there was even a larger crowd of people that stood around and they were just watching. But they weren't just watching, I don't think. I think some of them were like feeling bad for that person. They might have been praying for that person, but a lot of them were probably gossiping and going, yep, I knew about that all the time. I knew it. I knew that person that did that. I knew that they were going to fall sometimes. I knew that blah, 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 all along knowing, like saying things like, I would never do that and all that. So today my question is this. Maybe you're the person that's beaten down. Maybe you're the person that's messed up. Well, I'm telling you this, Christ can come along and heal you. But this thing is not for you so much as for the other people. My question for you is this. Are you going to be the people that sits back in the crowd from this moment forward, that sits back and does nothing? Are you going to be the person that sits back and says, you know what, I would never do that? Are you going to be the person that sits back and says, you know what, look at them, point at them, all those different things? Are you going to be the Pharisees, the people that are better than everybody else and start casting the stones and beating down people? Are you going to be Jesus who come along? And let me tell you what Jesus did in that Bible. He come along and he said, he was talking to this person. And I don't believe he talked out loud where everybody could hear. And he's like, this is your mistake. This is what you've done. And she tried to deny it. And then he said, I know what you've done. And it's even worse than that. But he didn't shout it out to everybody. He was there for that person. Well, can you be Jesus? Are you going to be Jesus? And what happened was Jesus turned around and he said, okay, here's the deal. Y'all want to stone this person? For those that have never sinned, for those that have never messed up, for those that have never screwed up, for those that are perfect, that are righteous, you throw the first stone. You cast the first stone. And you know what happened? The oldest, the wisest ones, they took their stones and then laid them down. And there was the example. And then the younger ones started following, and they started just walking away. And you know what? He turned to that person and he said, who condemns you? And that person said, Nobody. And he said, neither do I. So today, I just left and I was just like, God is so good and he's so alive. But today, I want to encourage you with this. You know what? If you're broken, if you messed up, God don't condemn you. He can forgive you right now and help you to move forward. But if you're that person that's the Pharisee, if you're that person that's casting that stone, I want to encourage you today, cast your stone, pick it up and throw it. If you've never messed up, if you've never screwed up, if you've never sinned, be the one to cast the stone. Go ahead, because there's nobody like that. If you're the person that's in the stands and you're just sitting back and you're doing nothing about it, be the one, if you're a Christian, to step down today and go encourage that person that's broken. Go and be the Jesus, be the light that they need. Be that person that you're talking about, that you say that you are. So today, I just want to encourage you, how are you going to live your life from this moment forward? Those words spoke to me today at church. It was an amazing service, and I don't know why I started thinking about that. But today, I hope that you'll decide to come out of the crowd. I hope that you'll decide to be that Jesus in somebody's life that they need to be, and not be that Pharisee with that stone, not be that one that sits back and gossips, not be that one that criticizes, unless you're perfect. Hope you have an amazing Sunday, and I hope you go be Jesus and be the light in this dark world.